YouTube. I apologize for the lack of actual videos where I'm actually talking about something. So this is going to be the first one. I don't even think I'm going to really make this like a Z-log or anything like that. This is more of this is going to be a different type of video for what this channel is. Basically, I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to go into the whole thing. So, starting out with the story. So, as you guys know, I am a huge fan of Super Smash Brothers. Played the game. Wouldn't even be able to begin to tell you how many hours I've sunk into the game. The thing with the type of gamer that I am, I would be considered a competitive player, because if I play a game, the game catches my interest, I will dive into the game, learn the physics to the core, all sorts of things. Anything that will make my skills in this game better. I can't say the same for most of my friends. They don't play games like I do. I mean, my roommate, he plays a lot of games, but he's not hardcore about it like I am. Like, he won't play a game and like just get in there about that game. So I was put in a position where I didn't have anybody to play. Of course, I still want to improve, but given the fact that none of my friends wanted to lose, they refused to actually play the game with me. So I basically just had to keep playing AI, you know, get on the internet, look up techniques, practice techniques on my own, you know, to get to a certain point that I can reach, you know what I'm saying, the pinnacle of what I can do alone. I achieved this point a long time ago, and I kind of regret not going to tournaments actively a long time ago as well, because I know if I did, I would be at a higher point than I am now. But recently, 2 weeks ago, I went to a Project M tournament. I've been in a couple podcasts talking about Smash Brothers. I've mentioned this to a couple people that I actually just hang out in Google Hangouts with people. You know, like Zen Gamer, Mega Gamer Man, you know, Twilight Bites, people along those lines. Rashidi, shout out to all these noobs. Alright, but and yes, Rosa, I know you're not black, but who cares, nigga? But yes, I was telling them about, you know, my whole thing with Smash Brothers, and then I mentioned to them that I was going to my first tournament for Smash Brothers 2 weeks back. first time playing Project M. Of course, I was going in expecting to lose due to unfamiliarity with the game's physics. I know Project M is a mod of Brawl to put melee physics back into the game, but the thing is, it does not play like melee. So if you go in there trying to play melee, you will go in there and get your ass wrecked. Period. It helps to know how to play melee, but you cannot play Project M like melee. Just know that. So of course I went in there, lost my first round. It was double elimination. Won my second round, and then I got knocked out next round. Basically, when I first came in, I was very unconfident in my playing, and I was making mistakes I usually don't make. So, given that scenario, that basically put me in the position to where it was kind of like a revelation of where I was in terms of, the spectrum, like in terms of players. Keep in mind, I have very little human player experience on people of my skill level or higher. So that's another thing to factor in. So unfamiliarity, and then a different type of atmosphere, you can say. So that basically kind of like it pretty much motivated me to improve, right? Also, as a side note, I did meet Shokyo for the first time in person. He's a really cool dude. I mean, it's actually interesting listening to like a lot of the people I hang out with just constantly talking about Shokyo. I'm just kind of like, it is what it is, but you know what I'm saying? It's the fucking internet. That's all I would say about that. But yeah, met him in person, got to play a couple rounds with the guy. He's real cool, you know what I'm saying? He basically bodied me because Roy is like godlike in Project M compared to his melee counterpart. But I mean, it wasn't like just a total massacre. You know what I mean? Like, I took stocks off him. He didn't force stock me at any given point, so that's good. So yeah, I went in there expecting to lose, and then I got exactly what I was expecting. A lot of losses. But this is a learning experience, right? So losing, like I said in previous videos, losing is an opportunity to get better. So of course, I started talking to Shokyo. He basically gave me some information. Went along, downloaded Project M on my PC, started playing it. You know what I'm saying? Got my PC adapter for the GameCube controller. Started practicing up, getting used to the physics of Project M. And last night I went back to my second tournament because they actually had a week hiatus where they didn't have one. Went back to my second tournament, you know what I'm saying? This is all after E3. Played more people. And there was a clear improvement over my performance. Played first guy, it was just friendlies, you know what I'm saying? It was just destroying him, right? And before I even went to this local, I was actually messing around, and I found a couple of new techs, you know what I'm saying, like new techniques I could use to, try to incorporate more mind games into my play. And I was trying them out, and they worked wonders. Like, I was actually surprised how well these were working. So, of course, I entered the tournament again. Like I told you guys, my first time going into the tournament, lost my first round, 1 second, lost the next. This time around, I won my first round, then got put up against one of the top players at that local. He goes by the name of Dakpo. If you guys follow the Attorney Locator stream, you'll hear his name a lot, Dakpo. He plays Falco. I played as Falco, and I played as Mr. Game & Watch. He knocked me into loser's bracket. The first round, it was my Marth versus his Falco. And keep in mind, I've never had to deal with Falco pressure, so for the most part, I was freestyling this. It came down to literally whoever got the last hit. All I needed with Marth was a tip hit, a tip smash. All he needed was just a clear hit. So it came down to that point. Of course, he was basically just kind of like playing patiently, and just kind of trying to like blast me up with Falco's laser. You know what I'm saying? And then basically it got to the point where I was like, let's just kind of speed this up. So I went up there, like kind of eased my way up there, and then I was like, whatever, man. I went for something reckless, hoping he would do something reckless and get hit. So I did a raw forward smash, and then of course he didn't take the bait. So of course I lost that round because of that. And then he switched to Mr. Game & Watch, and I had no idea what to do because Mr. Game & Watch and Project M is godlike, and yeah, that was pretty bad. So he knocked me into losers bracket, and then after that, I played two other dudes. I beat them in losers bracket, so I got basically the fourth round. You know what I'm saying? Then I played another guy who's known at that tournament, and he knocked me out. So, but of course, during this whole process, when I lost, I was asking the people like for feedback. I was asking like what I need to work on to improve, and basically they were just telling me they don't see anything wrong with my play. They just say play faster and just work on like movement. Like they say you're a smart player, you got good tech, like you got good ideas. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I actually had a video camera with me, you guys would have saw some pretty sexy stuff that I just freestyled out of nowhere. So, so yeah, I do have my moments where I do some extra godlike shit, but that's why I know all I need to do is continue to play people, and I will reach that point. So yeah, that is my experience. So pretty much the whole point of this video is one, you should want to improve yourself. You should never want to be comfortable at a certain spot. You should always want to strive for something greater. Limit. People say know your limits, but the thing is, like if you limit yourself, you are basically telling you can never go beyond this point. I had a talk with one of my friends on the phone a few days ago, basically trying to give him a motivational speech, telling him how trying to give him advice on how to get his life together. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people out there that are struggling, they don't know what to do, and pretty much what they need is somebody to give them the advice, give them a starting point, give them ideas, but don't actually tell them what to do. Let them figure out that on their own. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you can relate this to like professions or just anything in general. Like you can be working at a certain spot, and then like you'll be there for a long time. Like, cause I was at my previous job 5 years, and like for some reason I was just like content at that point. Like I was managing my life, you know what I mean. But I know I could have been doing a lot better. So I got to a point where I was just like, what am I doing? I need to make this whole thing that I'm doing right now. I need to change this. I need to do something different. I need to bring myself to a higher point, and that's pretty much what I did. You know what I'm saying? I switched jobs. I got a whole different job now. Doing it like I do it, doing perfectly fine on my own. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, because this video is also me telling you guys that I'm also trying to get myself back into shape. So I'm about to start getting all back into that whole weight loss thing. Exercise, eat right, all of the shit. So hopefully, over the course of time when I make my videos, you guys might be able to see some progression. And like I said, I apologize for not getting videos out like I should be doing. But when you work a lot, and then of course I'm starting to go to this little local thing because that is my scene. That's where I need to be. I know now that I need to be here. Because greatness awaits, people. And I'm not talking about the PlayStation 4. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this video. I mean, it's kind of like a sort of life revelation sort of video going on here. Just get my life in order. Because, I mean, right now I got the job. I have my own place. And then I basically, you could say I was never overly cocky in Smash Brothers, because like I said, I went into this tournament knowing I would lose. So basically, I know how to humble myself. So basically, I ate some humble pie, and now I know where I need to be. And that's pretty much it for this video. Peace.